Good morning.
Hi, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Duke Lewis. I live at 24 Hobson Road in lovely Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I come to you today to talk a little bit about firefighter health and safety. As you know, your firefighter or your St. Johns County Fire Rescue employees are currently in negotiations, and you keep hearing these buzzwords: firefighter health and safety. I come to you as a previous board of BOCC employee. I had the distinct pleasure of working for St. Johns County Fire Rescue in 2006 until 2015. I love my job. It's a great department. But I also distinctly got to start that job as a newlywed. So I got married. I was a rookie firefighter and a rookie husband. Shortly after that, we had a child. And I didn't really know the sacrifice my wife would have to do, right? So I knew I would leave for 24 hours. I knew I had to have her with that baby for 24 hours. But what I never expected was something called mandatory overtime. And can you imagine being the parent of a newborn and for a regular job at 5 o'clock, your boss coming and saying, you know what? You don't get to go home today. Nobody's shown up. Call your family. Tell them they just have to deal with it. Well, as you know, life goes on. I had one newborn, had another child. Next thing you know, my son wants to play soccer. This is great. I'm a dad. I got a son. He wants to play soccer. I'm like, man, I wonder how many shifts this is going to affect. The first time I signed him up for soccer, 70% of his practices and games were on my workday. So when you hear firefighters talk about health and safety, when you hear them talking about another day off, understand it's not just their health and safety. It's another day off to be with their spouse. It's another day off to be a supportive spouse. It's another day off to be a parent. So when you look at health and safety, look past the monetary denomination that you think is going to the firemen and think about what might go to that family. Can we use this to save marriages? Can we use this to save families? What you're giving them is something they cannot buy. One of the reasons I left St. Johns County Fire Rescue is you just couldn't get a day off. We were growing so fast. We had so many new employees. We had to limit. What they're asking for right now is the ability to buy some of their life back. They are willing to give up pay in order to get more time off. Now, I just want you to think about that with your own personal life. At any point, raising your children or being married, if your spouse said, I'm sorry, you can't come home, there's nothing we can do about it. This isn't a hurricane deployment. This isn't, look, we're going through wildfire season right now. You're gonna see our guys demanded to go throughout the state to help people, if not here. So what I want you to know is when you hear health and safety, when you see these dollars you can give to these firemen, think of their spouses and children. That is the health and safety you're giving them. And I just ask you to take that consideration as you go through this negotiations process. With my last 20 seconds, I want to thank all of you that did show up to the firefighter memorial wall, especially the gentleman that's not here, Mr. Murphy. I worked with those guys, some of those guys. I broke bread with those guys. I drank beer after work with those guys. And the way their families cried when they said their names years later knows that that's the sacrifice. That's the health and safety we're talking about. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.